Hello and welcome to another Grim Darkness Battle Report. We have the Tau against the Dark Angels today. This is a rematch of a previous battle report we have. Exact same list, we will go through them again anyway. We are playing Tactical Escalation, which is the mission where there are more cards each turn. It will be the Tau going first. We have objective here, objective is here. We also then have one here, one there, and one there, and then the last one is all the way over there with those Marines. Okay, we will run through the army lists now. For the Tau army, it's the same as the list we haven't had recently. There's a squad of broadsides with 6 missile drones. The broadsides have target locks. There is a buff commander at the front with the Iridium battlesuit. He has multi-spectrum, sensor suite, command and control node, drone controller, stim injector, all the trimmings. We have a crisis squad. Here they've got, some of them got plasma guns and missile pods with 2 shield drones. Over here we have 3 crisis. They've got missile pods, 2 shield drones. We have a Riptide. He's got velocity tracker and drone controller, I believe. Oh no, sorry, target lock and drone controller he's got. And then we have a plane, the Sunshark, another squad of crisis. They've all got fusion blasters and 2 shield drones. So that's the Tau list.
Okay, so we've got a land speeder with a heavy flamer and a heavy bolter. We've got a rhino with a 5-man squad of Tet Marines, just standard bolters. We've got a squad of 5-man squad of Tet Marines. That plasma cannon is a bolter. We've got a Dark Shroud. We've got a Land Raider Crusader full of Deathwing Knights, Azrael, and a level 2 Librarian in power armor. We've got a Rhino with 2 5-man squads of Tet Marines, or 1 10-man squad, and a Dev Squad with 3 missile launchers and a Lance Cannon and a Whirlwind.
The extra squads that are in the transports are over here.
Those Hammonators are really nice.
Yes, those guys at the back are Deathwing Knights, not Hammonators. End of Tau, turn 1. This squad here moved up because the formation I'm using, they have Relentless. They fired the drones, shot and blew up the Rhino, and the actual broadside killed the speeder there. So first blood to the Tau. This squad here managed to kill a Marine. This squad here shot the same squad, did nothing. It was this squad up here. They did jump out of cover and then thrust me back in. The Riptide managed to kill the sergeant of the Dev Squad. He dies every game. That poor sergeant. Nothing will happen to them going forward. And the drones, the Riptide's drones, managed to blow up that tank there. So that was it. So 1 point to the Tau, and I'll move into Dark Angels turn 1.
End of Dark Angels turn 1. This squad moved up just to push the end of the ruins. This squad squished over that way a very, very short amount. The Land Raider moved up 12, flattened out 6, didn't shoot obviously. The Dark Shroud moved up and flattened out a couple of inches just to try and hide from that squad over there. This squad of Marines moved up and then ran. That squad of Marines moved up and fired some useless bolters. The Dev Squad fired into the Crisis suits and killed 1. After the Whirlwind had killed both drones and put a wound on one of them. And some magical way they made their first leadership test of the game, which is unheard of for the Tau.
Yeah, my Tau always run away, so...
Denying me my card.
I know. Alright, so moving on into Tau turn 2. End of Tau turn 2. I managed to forget to bring my plane in, but I did bring in my other squad of reinforcements, which is these three suits here. They were going to go here to shoot the Land Raider, but I scattered on top of the Land Raider, and then my lovely opponent decided to put them all the way in this corner. He put them on the terrain, so both the drones died, and they're now moving over here to hopefully shoot that tank at some point. The squad here managed to annihilate a couple of Marines that were there and kill 1 or 2 more from the second squad.
Yeah, 2.
This squad here did absolutely nothing. The squad here, these 3, did absolutely nothing. The broadside used ripple fire and managed to take 2 hot points off that, although it's not really that great. One of my objectives was to kill a vehicle, so that failed to happen. Oh, and the missile drones from the
End of Dark Angels turn 2. The dev squad killed 1 crisis suit with a missile launcher. The whirlwind back here, right there, put 1 wound on the big guy, which is nice. This squad shot at him and did nothing. This squad shot at the remaining crisis suit, which was right there, and killed him with 3 wounds put through. The Land Raider moved up, disembarked its horrific payload, and they they charged. The Dark Shroud moved up to put them in its no Overwatch bubble. They were within 6 inches of it, so we couldn't Overwatch. And they crushed the squad they were fighting, but unfortunately the multi-charge was not enough to get me round because I rolled it 4 inches in, so I can get to that next squad and kill it too. So they're still alive to put some hurt on my guys, and that's it.
So moving now on to Tau turn 3. Okay, so we have a bit of an interesting moment here. Most of this game hinges on this squad here, and if it dies. If it manages to charge, then I basically lose. So what's just happened is I fired those rail guns, and Azrael's at the front here. Now he's failed his Lookout Sir, so if he now has to do his invulnerable, if he fails it, gets strength 8, he'll die. So I'm pretty sure he's got a 4 up invuln. So Timmy's going to roll the dice, and we're going to see what happens. So, ready? Ready?
So nervous. Yes!
Oh, he's fine.
Beautiful bastard.
Alright, moving on to the editor recap. End of Tau turn 3. So I've only got 3 units at the moment. My plane didn't come in, which is very upsetting. We managed to destroy the Dark Shroud. I had to use a Riptide to do it, which is a bit upsetting, but needed to happen. So he died, got me 2 points, had to destroy a vehicle in the unit, so the Tau sit at 3 currently. This squad here is still a little bit more alive than I would like. 2 Terminators were destroyed, and Azrael took 2 wounds, but these poor suits here are probably going to die. We'll have to see what happens. That was all of these opening fire, and the 2 drones from the Riptide opening fire. So not a lot of damage happened there, but we're now going to move on to Dark Angel turn 3. Okay, we've had another pretty cool moment that's happened. So we have the Librarian. He's here and he's targeting the commander over here. Now he's just managed to do a power. Which one was it?
Trephination.
He's just done...
Oh, I did Mind Worm on him.
Mind Worm was done against the commander. So he took a wound and his leadership was reduced by 3. And now Trephination was the one that was going to happen. So this one is a... You roll 2d6 plus 2. Go away. Music was on. Needs to go. Alright, so you roll 2d6 plus 2. You probably can't see that. And then you subtract the subject's leadership, which was -3 because of the Mind Worm. And so they take a wound with no armor saves for every one that the dice rolls higher than their leadership. So we can't really see it because there's a sea of dice. I think that's 2 passes.
Yeah.
And then I managed to dispel it. 4 dice rolled, 2 6s. Just managed to save that commander from getting wrecked. So, moving on to the end of turn recap now.
End of Dark Angels turn 3. The Whirlwind didn't do anything. The Dev Squad did 1 wound? Someone did a wound.
Took 1 wound off the Riptide.
With everything here, 2 Tac Squads, the Dev Squad and the Whirlwind, because they're not in range of anything else. Over here, the Land Raider drifted about a bit and shot at the Crisis Suit Squad that was there, killing 1, allowing a nice avenue, because you don't have to follow coherency and you can ignore zones of control when you're charging. The librarian split off from this squad to draw some fire, which is a good thing he did, because he charged the Fusion Blaster Crisis Suit team, and they were all 3 6s, and he's now, smoking pile of ash. But Azrael, with his +3 inch journey charge warlord trait, was able to charge the 2 remaining Crisis Suits and kill them, and the unit he was with got into the commander squad, who didn't do any wounds at all and got 1 guy killed in return. But we're fearless. That unit's tied up for a long time.
Yeah, and all I've got is that and a Riptide and a plane that probably is never going to come in.
It has to come in now.
Oh yeah, it does. And it is 3 points for each side, so we'll see what happens at Tau turn 4. End of Tau turn 4. The plane came on and put a bomb on the Marine squad that was there. They then died by the remaining firepower from the Riptide, his drones, and the drones from the bomber. So they're dead. I do have an objective to get near that one, but I don't think planes can get objectives.
It's too far away, even if it could.
And yeah, I need to get that. So the Riptide's thrust move was just not enough. In other news of the turn, the combat here. This combat, we lost a drone from the Dark Angels, which wasn't spectacular. Then failed leadership and only ran away 2 inches. So we are probably, I get a round of Overwatch, but probably not going to be enough. The commander actually challenged. The Tau commander challenged. See, they do stuff in combat, and Azrael did nothing to him, and that got me a point. So I'm currently at 4, and the Dark Angels are on 3. So we'll see what happens in the Dark Angel turn 4.
End of Dark Angels turn 4. The Whirlwind fired and killed 1 of the Sunshark bomber's drones, and didn't do anything to the Riptide or the Riptide's drones. The Dev Squad over here fired at the bomber, made it jink, but rolled a lot of 5s and no 6s, unfortunately. This squad fired at the Riptide and attempted to charge, but did nothing both ways. The Land Raider pivoted and did some work, killing 2 drones, which is, decent. But still nothing to the Riptide, nothing to the plane. These guys over here tried to lob a crack grenade at the plane as a Hail Mary, but that failed, and they didn't hit it with their bolters either. Over here, Azrael threw a crack grenade at a drone for a joke and killed it, and then charged, killed 1 drone, lost 1 Terminator.
To a drone.
Drew the combat.
Drone headbutted, a 6 to hit, a 6 to wound, and then a 1 on the armor save.
Still in there. The smite mode is having problems, because every time I smite mode, he's got a drone in base, so he can put the smite on the drone and save his guys. That's it.
Any objectives?
Oh, I've no idea. Absolutely.
We'll see about objectives. Moving on to...
I did, yeah.
You got 1 objective. Moving on to Tau, turn 5. Alright, end of Tau, turn 5, I believe?
Yeah, yes.
Turn 5. So the plane came over here, and it's jinking, open fire and everything. Managed to kill a single guy. They didn't run away. It was close. Yeah, he's no longer jinking.
They rolled a 9, but Azrael's trait allows all Dark Angels to have his leadership, which is
really good. I need to get the objective they're on, so that's why I wanted to hopefully make them run away from it. The Riptide managed to kill these guys, but they stayed. He moved to that objective, so I have that one now. So Tower currently on 5 points. How many points is the Dark Angels on?
4.
So 4 points to 5 at the moment. And this combat here, I challenged again because I'm just that kind of Tau, and no damage was done in return. Well, no damage was done at all. Nobody did anything. So we're now moving into the Dark Angels turn 5.
Dark Angels, end of turn 5. So, Whirlwind shot again, did nothing. The devs tried to shoot the plane, it did jink?
Yeah, junk.
Yeah. It jinked, but they did nothing.
It junked.
He's going to fly off the table anyway. This unit moved 6, ran 2, 1 more inch when it got me to objective 5, which I needed. The Land Raider put 1 more wound on the big guy, but he's on 4 and he has 5. Wow. This squad, rapid fired into him, did not do anything. And the combat of epic fail. I killed a drone, I put no wounds on his commander, and he put 1 wound on my my Terminator who failed. So in that combat I think I failed maybe 3 out of 4 saves?
Yeah.
On 2-ups.
Lots of failure going on there.
Yeah, huge amounts of failure.
I mean, I think that Azra will eventually die. We might be on turn 9.
Oh, does the game end?
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
No. Okay, turn 6.
Yeah, just get that. Moving on to Tau, turn 6. End of Tau, turn 6. So what has happened is the Riptide killed the squad that was there. There was a character at the front, the sergeant, so I got me a kill point, and he moved up so he could get the objective free. The plane flew off, so the plane was here, it's now flown off. And then the combat that was here. Hazard did absolutely nothing, and we took a wound off him, so he's on 1 wound left. So I'm praying that he dies, but it's probably not going to happen. Slowly losing. I currently have 8 victory points, and we will see what happens at the end of Dark Angel turn 6.
End of Dark Angel turn 6. So this whole side of the board shot at the Riptide, and the assault cannon of that, which is almost the last thing to shoot at it, finally killed it. Phew. We got objective 5 there, and objective 1 there, which got me 3 points, and 1 for Monster Hunter as well. So it's a good turn for me in terms of points. But over this side of the board, someone is missing. Someone extremely useless. Azrael died.
Killed by a broadside.
The 2-up save of that squad defeated me, and my 2-up save did not defeat him in any way. So he just got walled from that. So we're going to see if the game continues. Hopefully you can see it on my dice. It does. On to 7.
Right, we'll see what happens at the end of Tau turn 7. Okay, end of Tau turn 7. So I managed to get some decent objective points. I had to basically have killed the Warlord at any point during the game, so I got that and rolled a 5, so I got D3 points. I then also had to, but I got 3, yeah. I had to kill a squad using a squad that's in my deployment zone, these guys, and I had to kill a squad, just basically kill a unit. So these 2 little guys here, they were in range of my railguns, 2 hits, 2 kills. Boom. So that's 5 objective points from this turn. I only have 1 unit left, and we'll now move into Dark Angels turn 7 and see if they've got, well, just to see what can happen. Alright.
Okay, end of Dark Angel turn 7. I pivoted the Land Raider and tried to make that squad run away, which is my only recompense to win, considering the amount of objectives he scored last turn. But unfortunately, his commander, as he's done all game, has soaked some good wounds and not lost a single one. I only got 1 objective this turn, since every other one of my objectives was something to do with assault.
Yeah, lots of some.
So it made it.
We'll do a roundup of the objectives in a second. But yeah, so the Land Raider turn and shot these guys, and then the only things that's left is this stuff over here, which are all out of range.
Yeah.
So we will do a summary of how many objectives each side has. I think the Tau managed to bring it back at the end with some good objectives, but we'll total all up and see. Alright, so that's the end of the game. Managed to get to turn 7. The final count is 12 victory points for the Dark Angels and 14 victory points for the Tau. A couple of lucky rolls obviously swung that battle. The fact that we continued into turn 6 and 7, so we could get some objectives. I managed to roll for 1 objective and actually get 3 points, and 1 that the Dark Angels had, they rolled and only got 1 point. But super close. There are
very tense.
Only this squad's left for the Tau. The plane flew off and I forgot to bring it back in. For the Dark Angels we have the Land Raider,
3 guys.
3 devs. We're all people that are left. So, very good battle. Everybody died. Some really funny rolls. And, yeah.
Really close. Very good game. Very good game.
Very good. Thank you very much.